Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Cold Fire and this is a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Vedic. Cross watcher, you're more than welcome. Please read the description box. I've written a little something to instead of giving you a full on introduction that will help you navigate through the reading. Let's get started. Let's get the title message. I just saw the Ace of Cups trying to come out, and we have the Ace of Pentacles here. New beginning. Please like if you would want me to channel details according to your specific situations. Also, please leave your questions in the comment box or the live chat, whatever you prefer, and I might just pick up on that energy even if I'm not reading it, or I might read it in a later date. So we have the King of Swords here, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Eight of Swords. I'm going to see if any more cards come out. One last shuffle. I saw the Six of Swords. Okay. Unknown territories of the mind. That your intuition is trying to navigate through. This is a learning phase. You're learning about something about the unknown and bringing it into the known. I think it's some kind of old trap that you possibly put on the back burner. And since your intuition was helping you out regarding this is a situation that you feel like you're trapped in, but it's just an illusion. If your intuition was able to get you out of this, as well as your intelligence, all the while you were very unbiased. You were not being judgmental. You were definitely being very logical about this, but there's something for you to learn over here about the unknown. There are some things that you do not know about your person, Gemini, and it's so you possibly make some kind of assumptions based on what happens in general. But if this is your person, because your intuition is showing up here, saying that yes, this you have found your person, or you recognize what your own energy is, and you will be able to uh, see who's matching that energy here with the King of Swords and the High Priestess in combination. So it's some kind of psychological warfare when it comes to these love relationships. Maybe you face something when you were in high school, your Princess of Pentacles, just as you uh, uh, walked into your teenagers. Um, that's when we generally start thinking about romantic relationships. We have our first crushes. This seems like a crush. So maybe with your first crush, this in high school when you were much younger, somebody spoke something which possibly caused like a mental trap. Transformation. This is a soul transformation. So this person, if you haven't met them already, this person is going to bring about like the soul transformation. This is definitely your person. I don't know if you are, yeah, if you're in two minds, or if there are two people that you're picking, trying to uh, pick one and try to understand two people at the same time. But somebody who is bringing about some kind of soul transformation, and you knew this at the youngest stage, that uh, when you were much younger, you knew that when this person would step in, these kind of traps, this kind of programming that we are fed when we are children. If this so and so person is in such and such situation, if they're from this background, this religion, if they don't fit society's norms, as what society says that your partner should be like, All of that, you knew that this person was just going to come in, and even if they fit society's norms, and even if they didn't, they were going to break all of these illusions that have been causing you a lot of pain and a lot of stuckness. When it comes to your logic, your intuition is doing fine. Your intuition is doing fine. So that's a new one for Gemini. Intuition's doing fine. Intelligence, yes. Okay. Tower. Oh, okay. Somebody's feeling very, very emotional. Let me just check these cards that flew out. Somebody's feeling very emotional about you. Yeah, they're going through some internal turmoil. They feel like they've been very reckless in the past, and they've caused this kind of chaos and confusion, and they want to move forward for this. When they look back on your past or their own past, or if this could be you as well, you look back on your past and you're like, oh my god, I've gone through uh, so much disagreement within my own self when it comes to romantic partners. And people, basically, you had to be in charge all the time, constantly working towards a relationship, and still not feeling very good about it, still feeling exhausted and tired. This person is coming in, like, it's like they're going to heal all of this, and you do feel that healing presence and energy coming in slowly and steadily. And you do feel stable with the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles here with the Knight of Cups. This offer is definitely coming in. They're very keen on you. You might not know that this person is already watching you. You might not know that, or you might have a feeling that they're watching you. If you do, then they most definitely are watching you. In the For the past, we have the Tower card. Somebody's definitely gone. This is the recent past, or 717. As I said, that you, both of you, might have gone through like a massive tower moment where you might have understood what is holding you back, or what is constantly wanting you to think about somebody else. It's just a lesson. It's a lesson in what you don't want. You don't want this Eight of Swords situation. Even if the Six of Swords is the unknown, it's leading you to transformation. This is what you want, and this is what you're walking towards. So it could just be like you just got that full and final blast of information, download of information, that okay, this is what I don't want at all. And this doesn't just have to be about romantic partners. It could be family, it could be business, it could be friends, it could be just acquaintances, it could be just anybody, right? So you're walking away. You're definitely walking away from it. You know better. You know better than to be stuck with those kind of people, negative energies, or in two minds. Like and I'm getting this as well. It's like you are you're the right kind of person for you is here in your life. There's definitely been an introduction, but in between the two of you, in some way, shape, or form. You might not remember it, but you have a big pocket of information of meeting this person, possibly gone deep within your subconscious. And then you're thinking that, if when my person steps into my life, right, do I really want to have these other people hanging around? You're looking at it in an unbiased way. You want to do justice. You want to learn more about walking through this transformation with your person. And not everybody can come in, not everybody can join, right? Not everybody can join, especially people who um are not ready to listen to your side of it. It's very difficult to explain. And I speak about this from my personal experience. Like, not everybody gets it, that you have found the one for you. They kind of want to get you trapped or stuck in something. The Princess of Pentacles movement is also very slow. It's like they feel that they'll be left friendless or without any company, or they really do enjoy your company. And then they'll be like, okay, if we encourage this, then this person will move on and be out of our life. They kind of know these people who you're trying to see if they fit along with you, you and your person in your uh, life transformed. They know that you are on, you're walking that path, so they're gonna try, but it's just for you to see if it fits your new life or not. Okay, no other card is coming in, so I'm gonna cut the deck and let's see what we have for the main spread. Okay, Nine of Wands, challenge for the underall energy. Queen of Swords, we have counterparts here, divine counterparts, definitely. Since we have the swords are Gemini, sorry, air signs, and we have Gemini here, and then we have the Hermit card here, and also the Death card. Death card could also this combination of the Hermit and the Death card is spiritual transformation that happens when you meet your divine counterpart. Okay, so divine counterpart coming in, new beginning definitely happening in the near future. So for the past we have the Tower, for the present we have the Queen of Swords, and then we have the Fool card for the immediate future. So it is definitely happening. It's happening with this person. It seems like you've already met, you know, this person. You might not be in a relationship because you're still getting your bearings about, like, it feels like you're a little lost, and then you're abandoning all of that information. You're just leaving all of that information and just beginning brand new. That is what I'm getting for us, Gemini. Oh wow, we have the Queen of Cups. This is definitely mutual. This is definitely mutual, and it, I don't know, somehow I think I'm reading only for um this is a man and woman couple. So if it doesn't, and there is very little age difference as well, so y'all are quite similar, bare, barring like a little physical features here and there, like physical features differences. It's like energetically people can't tell the difference. You know, if you're standing behind someone and then you walk away, and then your divine counterpart comes and stands behind that same person, they will not know. They will probably continue the same conversation that they were having with you. I don't know, this is what I'm getting. Okay, so you can look for these kind of uh, if you have to look for an answer on the outside, whether this is your divine counterpart or not, I think you do have the clarity. You're just cutting out a lot of bullshit based on this information that you got, both of you, and both of you moving forward within your feminine energies, and your masculine energies, I think, is a little is restoring itself. It's worked a lot to get this information and process this information intuitively and not intelligently. When of course, like, you know, expression of feelings, that's going to open up. So let's give it some time. Let's give it some time, because this transformation still feels heavy. I think we go through like four dark night of the souls. A spiritual awakening, it inevitably leads to an ego death. So it does give you a feeling of listlessness. You might not know what you want or where you're headed, what purpose. You might feel like you've lost a sense of purpose. But this person, your person's energy is navigating through it. They will come in with some sort of communication, but it is still slow. And it's like I said, like if it is verbal communication, if it's spoken communication, you might not be able to retain. Or if you talk, if you are face to face, you know, there might be a lot of noise going on around you suddenly. Or if you're on a phone call, then you know you might I mean, there'll be a lot of disturbance in the background, network issues, etc. So it'd be best, like, if you write things down on a piece of paper before you, or like, even text communications would be a little difficult. So write it down on a piece of paper and be very clear and concise and use basic terms, because the Princess of Pentacles is here. Okay, I do not get into any complicated conversations at the moment, because there is some kind of test or a challenge here underneath here. People, it is not between you and your person. It's just that other people. Eight of Swords also speaks about other people planting these swords around you and getting you trapped. Like, it's borderline people pleasing, because they are dead set on, sometimes dead set on certain things that have caused them pain, and you might have no memory of it, and you need to be a little sensitive with them, and or just like turn your back and start walking away from them. That these are the two options. You are not going to be stuck in this. You are not stuck in this. You're free from this trap that other people have placed it. But there is a projection of you that stays there, and that it's like it's an energetic projection. You're there, you're guiding them through it. But if they're refusing to see beyond these limitations that are there, you the only way you can show them, or guide them out of it, like if you care for these people, is by walking away from them, so that they realize that, okay, if she was able to walk away from this, then they're definitely projecting these traps onto you. They're projecting these mindset traps when it comes to the real person, where it is mutual, where it is divine counterparts. Not everybody is walking the twin flame journey, or not everybody's walking the spiritual path, or not everybody has the intelligence as well as the intuition to recognize, when it is mutual, even if the 3D situations do not match. Not everybody knows that there's always situations are changing. Not everybody's able to see it, see it beyond, because they're more comfortable in the limitations. Then they don't have to deal with this unknown. But Gemini, I'm seeing like you're walking right into the unknown. And choppy waters, it starts with choppy waters, and then you're just going directly into an ego death, and then there's going to be a revelation. There's going to be a revelation of the journey forward. So it's going to get like dark and dangerous and adventurous, and then ultimate darkness. You're going to forget what it was like with past romantic partners, or with these limitations that your friends or family or society might have placed in your vicinity, not even directly inside your mind, right? And then you move on to this part of the journey where, yeah, it's like it's about time. Like in the hidden energies, this is the 10 of cups. Like this is the marriage card. You don't know. It's like this person is completely different to what you have dealt with before, right? What you have dealt with before. And that you you might not have seen this happily ever after energy, this 10 of cups energy, this happy family energy, this happy community energy, happy society energy. Like both the families are happy, and you have your own individual family unit. You might have not seen this energy before. You're with the 8 of swords, with your previous partners, or in the energies that you were previously, or the mindsets that you were dealing with previously, closely dealing with previously. You might have not seen this for yourself, but that is something that is unknown for you, and now it's getting revealed. It's getting revealed, so it's going to come out of the hidden energies into your reality. Okay, your strength right now is a 4 of cups. It's something that you're not seeing, some kind of invalid offer. I don't know why that came to my mind. It's like you are basically you have learned how to not see, like you're blinded to invalid offers. you are blind to offers that are opportunities that are not suitable to you. So it's like this is some kind of a defense mechanism, or this could just be like, okay, people might call you short-sighted. They might try and convince you that, in the long term these opportunities or these options are that are going to be going to help you, and you're being short-sighted by not looking into it. But your strength of is like you have you have kind of um changed the fear of missing out thing. Like, this is fear of missing out. Like, it's like you as soon as you, Gemini, start feeling that you're going to miss out on something, you know that that thing is not for you. You know that ultimately the things and the options and the opportunities and the person for you is somebody will who will be devoid. I mean, you won't have the fear of missing out in these opportunities, in these options, and with your person. You know you're going to end up with your person. You know, you if this opportunity is for you, it's, you're going to get it. If this option, the set of options are for you, this one option for the way you want to live your life, you want to progress forward, right? This opportunity, whether to take a job or to start freelancing or to start your own business, or just to, like, live off of your savings for some time. 144, as I saw, said that, like, discuss, go on the spiritual path for a while, live off your savings, do some odd jobs here, whatever it is that they're telling you that it's going to benefit you in the long term, right? And if it is something for you, you will not feel the fear of missing out. But somehow I feel, Gemini, whatever other people are saying is impacting you in a very, they're saying things that are unsuitable to you. And that's why you are basically, your strength is you're avoiding being under the influence or listening to other people. People might be feeling like, you have an attitude problem at the moment, but that is to your strength. Like, so people are not going to come and tell you things that are going to distract you or derail you or get you stuck, right? So that's your strength showing up here. Okay, let's see what we have for your focus. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, your focus is, oh, okay. There's some kind of argument that could have happened previously, or okay. Your hopes and fears are Eight of Swords. All right. Your fear is that you feel like you're walking straight into another mind trap. There is something up ahead. We'll clarify that and see if that is the case. But your focus is how to possibly take action on one of these options, and you're thinking very deeply about an argument that happened with one of these options. So the one that there might have been some kind of disagreement. So out of the two options, one is somebody who you're going with, this is your person, and the other one is that you need to resolve some kind of,
it's 7 o'clock,
some kind of argument. And so you're juggling both of these things, and these are two very different things, right? So you've got to let go of one person, and you're already arguing with that person. That person is putting up a fight, and you have to put up a fight. You have to defend your honor. You have to defend your point, like, of why you're moving out of this friendship, business, partnership, workplace, a family situation. You're having to put up with that, and then you're focused on also taking action towards your person. You're moving things forward with your person. That energy is coming up very strongly, and both of them are coming up equally, but they're two very different things. And it's like it's like you're constantly afraid that somebody's going to come in and say something, and that's going to keep ringing inside your head, and then your person is going to telepathically and intuitively pick it up as well. So you're really worried that your person is going to hear what's going on, and that's challenging for you. So it's like you're multitasking when it comes to communication, especially in this time when Mercury retrograde. That can see that's the challenge that's showing up. You're multitasking when it comes to communication. There's telepathic and intuitive communication with your person. Then you have to kind of take some action, because it's for you it seems like it's time, but I think, like, you can put that on the back burner. You should be focused on kind of resolving what's going on here with other people, because they are causing these mind traps, and you're worried, like, that they're going to place another mind trap. So when you were very young, like, them placing you in a trap, and it took you so long to get out of it, and now this refreshing traps coming in. Or you might be, like, hoping that, okay, you might be hoping that mm, somebody else gets left behind in their own mind trap, and you're able to move forward from this. There's somebody you're dealing with is in somebody who's in a deep mental entrapment. Okay. Okay, so in the third density situation, we have the Three of Cups. There's some reason to celebrate this reconciliation. You might be catching up with your person very soon, or your friends, or who you do trust, and who you can speak to about your real life situation. In the fourth density, there's in the mental fourth density is, for me, I see it as the mental realm, the mental dimension, the dimension of the mind. So what's going on in the mind is like, it's a is you're going through lack and rejection fears. Yeah. Okay. So somebody might have said things like, "Oh, this person thinks that your person thinks that they're the hot stuff," and then they might reject you. So, and that's not true. Your person loves you a lot, with the Queen of Cups showing up here, and then we have the King and Queen of Swords here. So that you are the couple, even though you might have not gotten into a committed relationship yet, because there's still one piece of transformation that you need to walk single, like, on your own. Both of you need to do this solo, and then there is this reunion and reconciliation at the end of it. Like, I see you all exchanging notes here about how it was for you, for how many ever years you all have been connected, and there's definitely a conversation, deep conversation. The Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups. This is deep conversation. This is actual real conversation that's going to go in your record of memories of having this fabulous first ever conversation with a partner that is most suitable to you. And that's what's going to bring about this new beginning. And then, this picture of this Ten of Cups is going to come out into your memory here. That's what is going to be revealed in the Hermit card. This is what is going to be revealed of how this happily ever after looks for you. Where are you going to live? What are you going to eat? What are you going to wear? Like, what your family planning is going to be like, and all of that. It's not showing up right now, because in your mind you're processing all the lies that everybody else has been feeding you all throughout your life, because they have possibly no idea. I think the lack and rejection mentality comes from the fact that in your friend circle, in your life, Gemini, you haven't come across people who have met that real partner. People have settled, even if they have settled for an alternative life. It's still that they have settled. They have not shown the strength that you are showing, right, showing to me right now here in the cards, that you're walking your journey. You want to find the real love life, that chapter. You want to unlock that chapter. You don't want to settle. And you've been dealing with people who have settled. That, yes, there might be people who have fought for their love and they are living that, but those people are possibly not the ones that are surrounding you, not the ones that are surrounding you right now. They might be a little far away living their life, and they that is something that might be fueling your movement forward unknowingly, subconsciously. The knowledge that, yes, I know people who fought for their love, and they now they have a beautiful, they're living their happily ever after. You're just We're still getting there, we're still bogged down by these people, these naysayers, people who do not have the momentum or the capacity to fight for love, or to look for it. It's going to happen for them, but possibly in another lifetime, or um, maybe never. But this is definitely happening for you, Gemini. This is definitely happening for you. You have got all the information that you need, all the knowledge that you need to throw out what does not serve you, and to go for what serves you. What you've built your tower, it's broken down and it's been rebuilt again. You've thrown a lot of people already out of your life. You have cut out a lot of the combination of the tower and the Queen of Swords. That's a lot of cutting out. That's a lot of cutting out. There's been devastation after devastation after devastation in possibly the last 20, 20, 20, no, not 20, the last 16 months, so like a year and a half almost. Yeah, there might have been a lot of situations in your life that might have just been blown apart. And even if you try to rebuild, reconcile with someone, and like it kept blowing up continuously, and then you had to jump into it. You're waiting for this new beginning to come through, but then uh, that is still like, you're going slow and steady. It's finally there. This is the final chapter of things being revealed to you about what is there ahead of this. There's a limbo state here with the Two of Pentacles. You might be continuously going back and forth on these situations, and there might be somebody linked there with, it could be a, s- a, a karmic spouse, or a ex, or someone that you, or it could be a friend, it could be a business partner, it could be someone that you're stuck with. It's because of that these tower moments keep coming forward, and you always feel that you're juggling them with your person. Or this could be your person, they continuously feel that they're juggling you with this other person. But know that they're really fighting their way out of it, and you are also going to have to put up, if this is on your side, you're going to have to put up a big fight here. Knight of Sword is coming with a lot of energy, and you're not having any kind of bullshit, like, with the Queen of Swords here as well. You know what suits you, you know what's a perfect match for you. You know this, you know it very, very clearly. So, like, you're cutting out all the crap, all the mind manipulation. You're too clear here in your head with the King and Queen of Swords showing up. There's so much mental clarity here with the High Priestess. So uh, you have the ability of instantaneously confirming it with your intuition as well. If you're getting any kind of intelligent information, you check with your intuition, you check with your gut feeling instantaneously. And that's proving to be a strength, because there's a lot of things that you're rejecting. So you're possibly in the zone of rejecting continuously, and then you might have picked up on that energy, and you might have turned a lot of people away. So you have witnessed that energy. So, like, you might be feeling like, your person is going to do the same thing for you, but it's just nothing. It's just a hangover from fighting all of these unyielding situations off. Okay, so let's see what we have from the universe. Ooh, wow, we have the Page of Wands. This is ringing in my left ear. So we have inspiration coming in. We have here, the universe is gifting us the ability to speak things into existence. This is a new type of creative ability to create, not creative ability, but ability to create. There's definitely some kind of project that you all don't know that you're all supposed creative project that you all are supposed to be working on together, and that kind of has to happen. It's a very big event in your soul's journey, Gemini. You working with your counterpart. So it's like when big changes are going to happen in the world, automatically the expectation from people and the standards are elevated, and that is why then we get these people, trying to um, yeah, trap us in their agendas so that people get comfortable. People get comfortable in the stupid, so they want you to be in the stupid as well. They will do anything in their power to hold you back, but they're stupid and you're supremely intelligent and intuitive. So that might be the cause of this argument, and you just didn't want to hurt anybody's sentiment, but now you don't really care anymore because now you're realizing this energy is very strong. This energy is pulling you in. The spirit of this is the muse. Okay, you're getting a new muse, and both of y'all are getting this mutual muse. So the spirit of the spirit guide is a muse, and it's going to make sure that your project comes through. Okay, one way or the other. And this project is completely unconventional. It's not. It's unconventional here. It's unconventional. It's unconventional with the fool. It's unconventional. That's what I'm getting. It's a completely different type of project. Considering that we're in the age of Aquarius, technology is suddenly advancing, and there are new things that need to be created and done, and it's from that category. Okay, let's start clarifying. I'm a little faster. I have the Knight of Cups here again. It showed up twice in the middle of the reading. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. There's not much to clarify here. I think we got most of it, but I think that so. I want to see the disagreement card, and I want to see the agreement card. First, let's see what are we in agreement with. Why? What is our person like? This mutual love, this deep love, this true love. What is Gemini's person like? Let's see if we get a few characteristics for who is agreeable with us. Okay. Nothing's falling out. I'm just going to pick 3 cards from the top of the deck. Okay. 9 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Sun card. Clearly, y'all are best friends. Not somebody who you call a best friend, but you know that you're like a house on fire. You have approval from the ancestors. Your ancestors are sitting around. Their ancestors and your ancestors are sitting around and saying that, oh, okay, this is gotta happen. This is gotta happen here under the sun, like in the 3D material world reality. The love is too strong. It's too clear. It's like a blast of energy. Whenever you're hanging around, when you're within in the same space or within close proximity, that is somewhere like within 10 to 15 feet like of each other, you 10 to 20 feet, like, it can be that much as well, in the same room, in the same space. Or you can see each other, you sense each other, you're close by. It's like the energy is too strong. So everybody who's in between that energy might, like, start feeling a little woozy and intoxicated, like, with the energy exchange, energy of the two of you. And they might start hearing what y'all are feeling for each other intuitively, and that might be very heavy for them to go through. It is definitely very intoxicating. Y'all feel like y'all are each other's like substance, like y'all are made out of the same substance, and could be it's like I'm getting this, like, they're my drug. Like, I could be drunk off of them, like, if you all have said this to each other, or you all have said this to yourselves when it comes to your person. If and this is very rare. I doubt it happens with more than one person. This kind of a confirmation, this internal confirmation. There is definitely soul expansion and growth here, and there's definitely a reunion coming in. It could be rushed though, like, your person could be just rushing into us, that, and it's out of their control. Let me say, like, if they show up abruptly, like, out of nowhere, and then they start gushing all of these feelings, like, give them the space to do that. Don't say anything, just listen, be a good listener with your person, or they are making a good listener out of you, Gemini. That's very difficult. And they are also a good listener, but it's like you need to make them speak first, because you've spoken a lot, you've been very clear about what you want. Now it's their turn. Now it's their turn to express what they feel, and you will realize that they are saying the same things that you have said before, as well as what you wanted to say but you didn't get a chance to say. It's like this person doesn't just complete your sentences. It's like they say the same things, even though they possibly come from a very different background, and or they are not of a zodiac sign which is of communication, but they're very, very clear in communication when they're around you. That throat chakra, yes, that their heart chakra, their throat, and their throat chakra kind of opens up. It clears out, like, both of you heal each other, but they I'm sensing they have some kind of throat blocks, that when you are around them, they just open up, and they have seen that in their workplace, wherever they needed to use this. They've seen that, they get that kind of burst of ability to communicate from you. And it's like they've stored it, they've stocked it up all throughout, and it's like you are the biggest teacher when it comes to speaking in this world, interacting and communicating perfectly. This is what they needed. They're feeling like you are the biggest missing piece, like, it's like you are they feel like you are their heart and soul, and, like, their glass of water, like, when we need to render a speech, deliver a speech to someone, make your point very clear, you have a sip of water. This is how your energy feels to them. And it you might not realize this, but because you're probably used to communicating very well, Gemini, you might not realize this, but their energy is also the same for you. And the the next turn the next stir, that is what I'm getting, the next communication that y'all are going to have, because see, everybody is very, very and aware of Mercury retrograde, so possibly this person is holding back till that. um Again, that's a mind trap, like, you shouldn't talk to your person when Mercury retrograde. You'll end up having a fight, etc., etc. Okay, so people are a little superstitious when the retrograde is going on, right? So they might not speak to you till the retrograde is over, but the first thing that they want to do after the retrograde ends is that they want to come and have this conversation with you, just like pour their heart out to you. That It's like you might already know what they're going to say. You might already know what you're going to say, because it's like you have a list of things that you want your partner to say when they're initiating a relationship. Gemini, you might have a list of things that you don't want to you want to check. Okay, this person said this thing, and this is how I always wanted. I always wished that my person initiated the relationship, and they're going to do the exact same thing. So that is your sign over here. So, and if you're seeing a 9 9, uh yeah, 9 9 anywhere, double nine, not triple nine, but double nine. Oh, we have 3 9, so 9 9 9. If you're seeing 9 9 9, that is a sign something is just around the corner, just around the corner. And you're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised. This is Ace of Pentacles. They're very serious. They're coming with a serious offer. They're coming with an offer which is sustainable, which incorporates practical aspects, materialistic aspects as well. But it's like uh, it's it, the conversation is like, okay, we have this now to begin this new chapter together. That is also probably one crucial point that you had on the list, like, this person's finances, financial ability or logic when it comes to finance should be very clear, right? One of you is going to be able to take a step back and focus on your creative project that initially doesn't make any money, and that's why possibly you need a partner uh, that is sane when it comes to, and stable when it comes to money, basic necessities, and a little more for a rainy day. Okay, let's see what the Knight of Swords is all about. Let's see what the Nine of Swords is about. Okay, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Death card. We have the same combination here, okay? Okay, so whatever this, okay, the Tower card. Whatever this is, this connection, this argument, it's happening so that you can finally graduate. You can finally graduate and do your completely shed your ego. This is going to be this ego that isn't going to be basically like a surprise. You're calling for this. You want this last bit of ego programming to completely die out, because you already have the information to progress further on your soul's journey, on your own path, on your life journey, with a very high level of wisdom from your ascended master, wisdom from your higher self, wisdom from universe, source, God. You have all of this, but right now you're unable to practice it because you haven't had that. You haven't ended or closed out the chapter. The Six of Swords is different. You haven't closed out the chapter with this previous person, whoever this might be. This might be a karmic spouse or a partner. This could be, you gotta have that fight, you gotta have that argument. And anyway, the space of arguments is here. Actual verbal debates and arguments is here with the Mercury retrograde, Gemini, and Mercury is your the ruler, and you are a communication sign. So you, and since your intuition is running the show right now of your intelligent communication, you're going to ace this. So even if it is an argument, even if it is a fight, you have all the points noted down very well for your future and how to end this argument and end this relationship, whatever you're stuck in, whether it be a family situation, whether it be a spouse, whether it be an ex, whether it be a business partner, whatever it is, you have the information. And that once that energy, that verbal mental energy is released from your end, and you closed out this chapter with the Death card here, when you put an end to matters, that's when the real transformation is going to happen. That's when you are going to be aware, you are going to awaken into a ego death. So this ego death is going to be very, very informed. You know how to navigate through this. You know, the unknown part is coming in before the ego death. even here even here, the unknown, the Six of Swords, is coming before the death card, right? So you possibly do not know, you know how to make peace with people after pleasing them or giving them whatever they have been asking for, or feeding their insecurities and making them comfortable in that. But here you need to kind of take charge, and you need to tell them what's you're gonna have to call out that bullshit here with the Queen of Swords. So this is a first time thing for you with the Prince of Pentacles showing up here. This is the first time possibly doing this to anybody ever in life. Like, you're telling them whatever you've been saying, I've heard it all my life, and it's crap. I've been living my own life, and this is how I'm going to live it. And you know what? I'm done like sugarcoating things for you. This is just, you just continuously keep feeding your ego, and then you get me stuck in here. Gemini, you're going to have this conversation, or this could be your partner, your person showing up, who has to have this conversation. And then both of you all can walk into the ego death by releasing all of this, because the Tower is showing up twice. So this is going away, and this is the past. This section is the past. This is going away. This is completely going away. It is definitely going away. I'm going to say it again. It's going away. There is growth here. Now the muse, the spirit guide of your muse, who the mutual muse, you have the Queen of Cups here, right? And the Page of Wands. The mutual muse that the universe or the source is giving you is also growing in its power. So it's not gonna overpower you. That word did come into my mind, but it's going to feel overwhelming if you are going to be stuck dealing with crap from your past, still being sensitive towards people and their bullshit. Like, and they know that that they're bullshitting. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not gonna, please don't make me say that again. Okay, so all right, so let's see, what else do we want to clarify? I didn't want to clarify much, but let's see what this Tower card is, because the Tower card is shown up here twice. And also we're gonna have to clarify the Three of Cups, because it's shown up here twice. Okay, somebody's feeling really emotional about you. This could be your person. We have the Ten of Cups here, but it fell out with a bunch of cards, so I'm not going to take it. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And okay, we can't avoid the cards, right? Ten of Cups here. So there's some kind of illusion that was cast on a group of people. This could be a close family unit. And this could be not, even if this is not in your household, but if it is in your household, it's time, or you might have sat down and had some conversation with your own family members, and you might have realized that this there's some kind of emotional manipulation or emotional blackmail that is there somewhere in the background, and this kind of information hit all of you all suddenly, and there was some kind of realization here that we've been deceived and fooled by the people that we trusted, or we could have trusted very easily. We didn't think that we had to suspect them, right? They could be teachers from your school, or elders in the family, or any kind of astrologer consultant that your family is used to taking advice from step by step. And then you realize, okay, their information was outdated, and they just wanted to have our client or get some credibility that, okay, we take care of this household. What And they get credibility by saying, oh, I was the one who consulted them on their astrology, etc., etc. But it is your intelligence, your family unit's intelligence, that is coming through more strongly, right? Your family is more intelligent, and all of you are very sharp, very, very sharp. Um, but that might have been overcast and overshadowed by outdated principles and information, and uh, working with people who did not have the updated information, and then you suddenly just got like an update of information. You and your close circle, it could be close circle of friends, colleagues, people in society, community, or it could actually be your family unit, like a parent, children, siblings, just very close family unit that you stayed with in a house, like you grew up in a house with. You suddenly just got, like, all of you got with hit with this information. And believe me, this has happened with your person as well. Why am I saying that? Is because the Queen of Swords is here, and the Queen of Swords is here, and we have the Queen of Cups. So there's some mutual experience, very phenomenal mutual experience that you and your person are going through at the moment. So let's see. We have the Three of Cups. Um, I don't know. I feel I oh, okay. We have the Queen of Cups and the Daughter of Cups. The Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel I feel it's important. I'm being asked to mention this, that if somebody listens to what you're saying, right? And they try and impress you, because this is a card of trying to impress you. Like, this could also be like a false person, because the Seven of Cups is showing up here, and it's falling right under the Eight of Swords. So like a false muse or a false person. A lot of people might want your attention because you seem like very popular here, and standoffish. It's very difficult to reach you at the moment. You might be experiencing some kind of uh, ce- local celebrity status, or just like, people have finally starting to see, Gemini, that your your energy is subtle, but it's like it's that's that's all they get. They know that in the background, like, you're grand, you're pretty grand, and you're very, very connected. You're connected cosmically, you're cosmically connected. You're connected to cosmic entities, very higher intelligence entities, collective consciousness of possibly planets and celestial objects, or even the darker realms, right? So they know that you understand what time is, and the illusion of it, and it being something like a spatial dimension. And you can multitask, you can think about time in all its various aspects, and not the programmed aspects of time, right? The ones that they teach us here when we are children. We have two pages here when they teach us when we're children, so that we know how to survive here. We know how to have a routine here. So they teach us a concept of time, which is definitely not what time is. It's a dimension. It's a dimension that it, it's the fourth dimension, and it's higher than the physical dimension. It's a non-physical dimension, but we can visualize it as a physical dimension. So they know that you understand all of these subtleties of the cosmos and the structure of the cosmos. And people might want to have conversations with you, but you are not speaking so much about things. Or even if you speak a little, it has a profound effect on people. That's why they want to listen to you. And they might, like, try and get your attention by impressing you by repeating the things that you have said before, right? Just to get your attention, or to, like, say, oh, like we have common topics. But be aware, people might just want to get some information from you, and it's fake friendship. So don't mistake it for friendship. Yes, by all means, have that conversation with that person. It's good to speak to people, but uh, uh, there earlier I said, like, you need to differentiate and have the ability to discern, and it's showing up here. So a lot of people wanting to talk to you, but, like, be selective, because they might, like, feel that they can be a part of your social group, and you might realize that after a certain point, when they've got whatever they want to, they will start projecting their mental traps, and mental traps as challenges for you to resolve, and then they'll follow in your example, in your footsteps. But that's not yours to solve, or yours to hear, or yours to do. You have a completely different journey, Gemini. So be very selective, of the people that you're talking to, even if they are common topics and rare topics. That it's definitely something, like, they've heard you speak about this somewhere, and they just want to pass on the responsibility of finding their way out of a tough spot onto you, and hoping that you get them out of a ditch or a stuck situation. Be careful. Be careful about who you're talking to, about what, and especially do not mention your person, because I I mentioned it earlier. Don't speak about your person, because there are a lot of people coming towards you that are incapable of understanding uh, what it is. They don't have you. Earlier, you might be attracting people who were on the similar journey, who knew what it is to have found the one, energetically, even if not physically, and having a mindset and psychology based on a true love. You might have attracted them earlier, and but now people who are just basically blinded are coming towards you, hoping that you will find uh, their person for them, or somehow, like, they feel that it is transferable, or they might want to get you stuck in their life or with them. That's even more dangerous. That's even more dangerous, like, for you. Definitely. It's not dangerous, but it's a very, very sticky situation and ugly. I do see things getting ugly. You might have to shut a lot of people off. Um, we were going to clarify the Queen of Swords, but I was guided to clarify the Five of Pentacles. We're moving to Six of Pentacles, that is stability from lack consciousness. We have the Three of Swords, the Lover's card, and the Four of Wands, clarifying this. Okay, Gemini, yes, you're showing up here. Um, like I said, people are wanting to get you, have always wanted to get you stuck into a binding contract, but you're too free. You've got your foundation. You've built your foundation, and you take flight from that very steady foundation. Four of Wands, that's 1111. That's the twin flame cards. The Lover's card is also the twin flame card. Out of so many options that you were presented with in this life, you are able to understand where your energetic foundation is, right? Where your twin soul is. If you haven't met them yet, you haven't met them yet. So people have tried to take advantage possibly of your high spirits, like, your ability to roam free in the skies, as well as be grounded and stable, right? And try to bind you with them. And you are, again, with the same energy with the Knight of Swords, and it's the same thing with the Five of Pentacles. You are going to have to leave people out in the cold for your own stability, material, practical. And this is not big, okay? Six of Pentacles is not big, right? It's not big. People might have got try to get you stuck in their. This is like a binding contract, and this is it's not even a karmic contract which we were destined to get into. This is somebody who has spoken these words and got you stuck in a binding contract. This is like a binding spell. I don't like to keep saying, like, spell work and etc. But Seven of Cups, Three of Cups showing up here twice, and Three of Swords here now. Like, some it's spell work. It's just things that people are speaking into your mind. And there's a lot of sword cards here showing up saying that, like, people have been speaking crap into your mind and getting you stuck in their words, in their petty agendas. And so if you're feeling that you're leaving somebody out in the cold, remember that they had no business getting you stuck financially in the first place, expecting you to provide for them in the first place. These friendships were not of that nature. They were not of their nature. Here it's psychological manipulation, as in with the Knight of Swords, where people are kind of debating philosophies here. This is how you should live your life. This is the kind of person you're supposed to be with. How can you get a divorce? You're supposed to work on your marriage. Oh, blah blah blah. That kind of stuff that's going on here. And here it's about money. It's about money. They know, these people kind of know that you are capable of possibly generating that money, refreshing it. So they they possibly felt that you will continue to give them handouts, and they've got you stuck in that. Like, okay, if I'm short of money, you kind of give me handouts, right? So, or you might be doing work, business with this person, and they might be withdrawing more. uh, they might the withdrawals might be a little higher. And then when you went and asked them that, okay, why the withdrawals higher, then they would go back and say, but you know what, you told me that we would get into this business, and then I would have access to how much ever money. It's that. And you might have said that as well. You might have said that as well and not put any limitations. And now the time has come where you're gonna have to leave this person out in the cold and say that, no, okay, even if I did say that you had access to money, I did not think that it would come to this point where I had to say this to an adult, that you're not supposed to be taking money over here. I'm cutting you off, right? I'm cutting you off, and there's going to be some kind of drama. There's going to be a lot of crying, but you're going to be unaffected, and you're flying out of this binding contract or spell. Let's clarify and into some kind of peace. It's a peaceful situation, a resolution of this situation here with this person. So here it's going to be a little dramatic. Here it's going to be peaceful, because once you say no to these people, they're just going to leave, because they realize that the golden egg-laying goose has been taken away from them before they could slash it and find out that there's nothing there. So your box is not empty. Your cash box register is not empty. You're doing this in good time. You, with the Six of Pentacles showing up there, you're doing this in good time, right? You're doing this in good time when you have gathered your strength, and you've done like a by a few times. How your wings function, how your foundation is supporting you. Let's see the Queen of Swords here. Counterpart showing up. Let's see. That's the last clarification I'm gonna do. Or yeah, we have the Eight of Swords as well. Okay, that showed up twice. Let's see. Queen of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups, the Judgment card, Nine of Pentacles. Definitely somebody uh being going solo, becoming single, because that situation just literally shut down. Like somebody bombed that situation, and not somebody, it's like you made sure that that toxic situation with all of these different kind of people, the karmic spouse, the unscrupulous business partner, the 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 false friends, the society's programming, social programming, cultural conditioning, all of that, you just put it like you just like bomb that situation. There's something that you are saying right now or speaking right now, Gemini. You and your person are saying, you're vocalizing, verbalizing this, and you're possibly writing it out and sending it as well. It's liberating you. It's liberating your energy. It's freeing your energy. You're ending the situation, and then the reward is that you be free get to be free, and you get to retain your material world stability as well. Your financial independence especially is showing up here very strongly as something is coming together, like somebody that, your well wishers or your elders, that somebody who you are possibly dependent on. There's somebody very intelligent, your father figure. I didn't notice that energy earlier. Your actual father and mother, or father figure and mother figures, uh, might be making sure that you have uh, sufficient funds for yourself, and it's only going to get better. It's going to keep on increasing. They possibly invested in something in your name, or you have some money stashed aside that you don't know. It's hidden energy, like, and it's coming from within your family unit, extended family unit, whatever. It's coming through. Manifested the way you spoke the ending of this toxic situations and connections for yourself, the ending of it, the way in the same manner you can manifest the manifest physical manifestations of this good energy that these people are, somebody's stashing away money for you. If you're not if you are not manifesting it into your material world reality, in your physical reality, that will just go away, right? That will just be hidden somewhere. They're hiding this for you and from you as well, okay? Because they don't want you to have this information, so that other people because they see all of these other people hawking around you, like, that's why, like, your parents possibly are like, okay, let me just put money aside for my son or daughter, and your person's parents or probably your family members have probably done the same thing, right? Without their knowledge, because if it becomes open knowledge, then the spouse might ask for some higher alimony, ex-spouse, or like the business partner might ask for a bigger payout. They're walking away. They're seeing you fighting all of these people off, and fighting all of these mental traps put in by society, uh, and it's the way you're speaking, conveying things to them as well. Like, you are teaching your mentors now. At the moment, you're inspired to speak. There's a lot of inspiration. They hear the universe's sound, or voice of the universe, the voice of the source, sometimes coming from you, Gemini, mainly you. And your personal person is also channelizing the same energy. So this is how you're working together beautifully, even though you don't see it right now. And we have incoming messages. We have the page of swords here. It was there earlier while I was shuffling these cards, the basic reading. So yeah, you are going to get information on people who are against you that you can use. There's some a little bit more that you need to get here for this Eight of Swords. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords here, and then we'll pull some flashcards out, get some last parting words for this reading. Okay, what do we have with the Eight of Swords? I just saw the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Devil here. There's some kind of karmic cycle. We have the Two of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, clarifying the Eight of Swords. There's definitely three different situations that I'm channeling here. You're getting some fuel. You're getting. You are going to have the responsibility, or you're going to have to take up the task or this responsibility of breaking this psychological programming, mind programming, my mental trap. Like I see somebody submitting a big thesis paper on this, saying like everything is put down very clearly and submitting it, and it's going to be read out by a bunch of people and evaluated, and it's going to be spoken out into the world. This is what I'm getting. So the good news is, the good part is, this has got nothing to do with you. So if you were worried that you're walking into another mental trap, or it might happen in the future, that is no longer your problem. It is people who are trying to drag you back into their own their sedentary ways of living. They don't want to evolve or grow anymore, but you are showing me that you want to evolve and grow, and your person is matching this, right? And you're getting a specially crafted muse or a spirit guide for yourself, right? So this spirit guide is going to speak through you. So wherever you go, you're possibly going to be like the example. You're going to display behaviors and the way you live life, like by not this is all of this is happening automatically. It's just happening on its own by the way you and your person are going to conduct yourselves in the future, right? In the future means like right after this reading, the way y'all are going to conduct yourself, y'all are going to be like the example for everybody. Y'all are going to provide the information just by being you and doing your own life, walking the path that is in front of you, doing justice to this process of learning about the unknown and reaching into spiritual awakening and revelation of the soul's journey. I mean, this entire path that you're going to walk is going to be that example, that thesis paper that people are going to observe and learn. But it has to happen organically, it has to happen automatically, not by this Three of Cups situation. This is no this can't be a part of a discussion group. It's not up for debate. It's not up for corruption by other people's opinion. They're supposed to observe and apply it according to their own situation. They're not supposed to sit there and try and convince you otherwise, right? So okay, because these patterns there are three types of mental trap situations that are coming in. I've mentioned earlier. One is to do with marriages, right? One is to do with family, and sorry, not marriages and family is the same category, right? What we've been told a family unit is supposed to function like, and uh, marry somebody that fits in the family, but that means that you have to give up on finding a suitable partner for you. They should be suitable for the family. This is the kind of psychological programming that you are displaying, fighting off, right? Then it is societal programming, who society decides uh, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, like moral policing, etc. All of that. You're doing this gracefully. You're walking out of all of this, and you're showing that these things have become obsolete and they've become redundant. They are outdated. And then the third thing is about these outdated spiritual uh, thoughts. They have these some astrologers and some spiritualists have not updated the way they give out advice, or they read the birth chart. They don't know how to communicate with the people, but they still want to have some kind of credibility. So spiritualists who are no longer relevant, the kind of the whatever chaos that they created here, you're doing this gracefully. I wouldn't even say that you're doing this respectfully. You're completely detached and you're moving forward. You're like an example. It's like a beautiful, graceful example of walking, leaving all of this behind, and succeeding. Ultimate success is here. Ultimate success is you're leaving karmic toxic cycles behind, right? Putting an end to these lessons. Okay, let's get some flashcards to close the reading. Gangs. Okay. We have gangs. We have myriad, blossom, conjuring. So there's a lot of things, blessings, blossoming. Uh, okay, gangs are trying to conjure some kind of situations that there might be something about gangs, like local gangs, as well as they might have gotten into occult and stuff. But your blessings are blossoming. Friend circle. This is a karmic friend circle. Definitely, they have turned on you, and they are to be. They're doing some kind of crap, like conjuring demons and things like that. Definitely, but you are far, far away from this, far removed from this, because you have myriad of options. Because myriad is falling here with the Fool of Cards, and blessings, like you're actually seeing your promised land, your garden there, and they're going to be stuck here. We have gangs falling right on top of the Three of Swords and the Conjuring. They're going to keep doing this, and it's like they're going to be stuck there with that the bad energy, the toxic energy. There we have the Devil. You're on top of the Eight of Swords. Page of Wands is also right. Let's see the next. If we have any, they're not shuffling. We have lines. This could be
It's
boundaries.
8 o'clock.
This could be boundaries, or this could be somebody who is doing lines. So somebody who's addicted to. So you're going to be able to uh, draw the lines of differentiation, draw boundaries, lines. Yes, you're definitely going to do that. And this ego clashes showing up here, definitely some ego clashes with people. Flight of the Valkyrie. You might want to look into that mythology as well as our history. Maggots, there's some rotten seeds here, rotten people showing up here. Paramour, that means something for you. Primary love, your person, yeah, showing up here. Chemical imbalance, some chemical compound. Somebody has been using and abusing a chemical compound which has caused permanent chemical imbalance. Again, this is like a separation of who you used to, somebody that you used to know, and now you're so focused on you and your person, the one that truly resonates with you, and you're walking here. There's some cream floats at the top, so you're coming out on the top. There's some rivalry. There's always that one word, rivalry. There's a rivalry of lost souls, or find your way back, dancing cheek to cheek. Okay, lost souls. I think that's the best thing that you can tell your right. I'm sorry. Tell your rivals is to find their way back to wherever they came from, because you're uninterested. Your ways have separated. Druids. I don't know where that's coming. They could. There's a possibility that there's recently been a death somewhere. The ferryman Charon is showing up. Court in a courtyard meetings. There's some discussions. There's some possibly some final rituals, whatever is there in your local community. The people have met due to a death, or yeah, in the courtyard, and there was druids. It was a different kind of ceremony than what you were used to, and so there's court meetings as well as courtyard meetings. This death and this entire situation might be a little uh, under discussion. There's a sweet hereafter. So there's like two elements. You're trying to send the soul easily into the sweet hereafter, that is heaven, as well. The only way that can be possible is by making sure that whatever happened, the reason for the death is known very clearly, and it doesn't have to be anything sinister, but given the fact that we have these chemical compounds, imbalance, rivalry, lost souls, lines, and ego clashes showing up here, and people, money elements, people being thrown out into the cold, like being rejected, possibly from getting any money, kicked out of their uh, business partnerships, and fired from their jobs. It could be any kind of situation. So some people might have done something for money. So if that's the case, then that needs to come out. There's a lot of conversation here somewhere about some sending some soul or a bunch of souls into the sweet hereafter, making sure that they find peace. That seems to be some kind of focus here of for you or somebody that you're connected to, or in your local community. Maybe there are people who are focused and who are some spiritualists are coming through who want to make sure that this is happening, that people's souls, the lost souls, are being sent back to their happily a sweet hereafter. Okay, that's it. So we had two cards. Turn over. Okay, the situation's gonna spring. Health issues, just for time capsule. Maybe something that happened in the last previous spring, last year springtime, or some health issues that you've been suffering, that might have turned around and you no longer have that health issue, or it's bringing back up for you to resolve. There's some kind of information somewhere in in time capsule. If your school or your college has this, or if you know of a place where any time capsule, like, if you know if about a time capsule, it could be that you can find the answer to that message in a bottle and a time capsule. But it's a gamble and an eye opener. This health issue is not related to your biological fitness, is what I'm getting. It's something to do. It's mainly psychological, or it's a psychological attack. You did have this as a biological problem before, but the reason why there's a turnover of that is for you to see how people knew that you had this biological condition, and then they took advantage of it. You no longer have that condition. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I will see you in the next one, Gemini. Please like and hit the notification button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my readings, and also share this with somebody who you think that might be useful for. Okay, then much love, and I will see you in the next reading.